Hi, my name is James Slager. For those of you that don't know me, I have a question for the LDS people, and I don't want you to get upset with me. I'm not picking on you. If anything, I think that you may be misled, and I want you to realize these things. I want to help you. I want you to be saved. Um, that in the temple, you swear and you make oaths and covenants with God, and there's secret things that you're not supposed to tell, or else you'll give your life for it. But Jesus said, don't make secrets, make, don't take oaths. He never kept secrets. Um, and when he died, it tore the veil in the temple, and the Spirit of God left, and he went into the churches, and all the apostles and the prophets, which it was 400 years before the last prophet. And once Jesus died, there was no order of that anymore because we didn't have a need for it. What Jesus came to do here was fulfilled. And, I've looked through the scriptures. Paul said, even if an angel of heaven brings to you a doctrine contrary to this of the Bible and the way Christians perceive it, as they always have, do not follow it. Jesus said his test of a prophet was if they get one false prophecy, they're out. They're not mine. Many will come in my name, saying, they're from God or they are Jesus, and they are wolves in sheep's clothing. And I never really had a problem with the Book of Mormon, but my problem with it is this. Most Christians throughout their whole life, they're lucky, if they're a good Christian, to read and understand the Bible fully, just one time in their whole life. And I know that LDS people, they say, well, we love the Bible. Yeah, it's great. It's an ancient text, but they don't really know it, and they don't really like to read it because it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's very long, many, many books, but like, how can you cling to one and not understand the other fully or really give it your attention? You really owe that to God. He's given you everything. And Jesus said this life would be tough. You're going to be hated, and I don't hate the LDS people. Anyone that has any anger toward them at all, it's because they I feel personally that they're just so misled. I was very briefly an LDS person myself, and I worry for these people, man. I want them to see it correctly. I don't want them to have a shelf. I don't think God would ever ask you to have a shelf. He will give you understanding, but you got to put in the works. And they don't count toward your salvation. Grace it's something we don't deserve. We are unworthy of it. It's a gift. You can accept it, but you can't pay for it. And I think it's really not right to even think that we can. Because in the end, we're just as imperfect, far more imperfect than we were as children. And I just want everyone to really heed this word, my words, and ask God. It says, test the spirit, whether or not it's from God. And how can you know which is the right God? Because if Jesus is Satan's brother, if he really doesn't have the authority of God, then I don't think you got the right Jesus. Because the Bible said Jesus was always there with God, doing all these things. And then God was made flesh, came down as the Son. And, you know, I didn't understand a lot of this myself. And so I really dug into Bible scripture, and it's done amazing things in my life. I am still very messed up. Totally messed up. But I'm working on it. And I'm trying to be also very patient and loving and praying for people of the LDS faith because I do. I love many of them and I want what's best for them. I want them to know that there's not, just one true church and this and that. It's anybody, whether you're part of a church or not, anybody that can build a personal relationship with Jesus Christ and know God and it can do amazing things, and you don't have to do it in this special order or through these covenants with God and a secret temple proceedings. And man, the devil, he is smart. He's powerful. This is his world. He's the God of this world, but he's not my God. He's not really a God. He's a fallen angel. But he was cast out of heaven because he wanted to be God. So if you think you're going to leave this world to be God, uh, you know, you think about the God that told you you could, because that's not God's way. God made us. We are given more authority than even the angels, who he made first. You know, but okay. Have a good day, guys. Okay, bye bye.